Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. As I'm recording this right now, yesterday it was warm and sunny. Now today it's rainy where I live. So turn from good to bad, and that's what. And look, just like the weather, just that's what Chelsea have been over the last two games. Good when it comes to like when it comes to performances, but bad when it comes to results. So yeah, just like the weather, they acted like the men. So there you go. Now, of course, this is your match preview for Chelsea versus Luton Town. That the game will be kicking off tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. UK time at Stamford Bridge, and it's on a Friday night football. Now, Chelsea, I rarely see Chelsea do Friday night footballs in the Premier League. The last I can remember was the one that we faced Fulham at Stamford Bridge, and it was 0-0. Yeah, I think that was the last time. And someone told me that Chelsea don't do well on Friday night. So, to me, they could be right, but we've got another one. So, and this game, I wish this game was on a Saturday at 3 p.m. because many people, especially Wild fans, will be watching that game, and they know that if Chelsea lose, they're going to laugh at that, and they're going to batter Chelsea fans, including myself, for predicting Chelsea will finish in the top five. So, there you go. So, so this game has got to be a must-win game tomorrow. It's as simple as that. We cannot draw, we cannot lose. We need to win because if we want to at least finish in the top five and win a trophy, we need to make sure that our performance is the same as West Ham, but in the final third, it needs to change. It needs to change. And for it to change, Pochettino needs to go to a 4-2-3-1 instead of a back three. Because when we played that formation against West Ham, we were terrible in the second half. The first half, yes, we were good. Dominated West Ham. When it came to chances and defending, we were absolutely terrible. Second half was much worse. Mistakes, giving the penalty away, conceding from set pieces. We cannot do that. Whereas if we play in the back four, it will be completely different. Yes, defensively we would still look a bit shaky. When it comes to in the final third, we'll do good. Because if that formation, I came able to see some link-up plays, some good passes, some counter-attacking like we did in pre-season. That's how we able to beat Wrexham 5-0, beat Brighton 4-3. We just managed to do that. And Pochettino saying, oh, he's going for a back three because he doesn't trust Thiago Silva. You played that formation in the pre-season and it worked. It worked. Yes, Thiago Silva and Lewa Cole was a bit shaky, but defensively, in some games, they were absolutely superb. So if they could do well in pre-season in the back four, why can they not do that in the Premier League? To me, it just doesn't make any sense. If I ever see a back three against Luton, they're not winning. So if Pochettino wants to not get criticised, I don't want to get in serious trouble, he needs to be a back four against Luton Town. Because Luton Town, are a team that just came back, that are in the Premier League, and they know they want to park the bus and this and stuff. But listen, Brighton played 4-2-3-1, and they beat them 4-1. So if you want to be, so if you want to put four past Luton, or for me, or maybe four past Luton, we need to play a 4-2-3-1. It's as simple as that. Because not only will we be able to play really good football, but when it comes to the final third, we are to see some counter-attacking, some limb play, and do well in the final third, and be able to nullify Luton's town defence. And guess what? Nicholas Jackson, I've seen some players here that can do well in the as part of a 4-2-3-1. The likes of Conor Gallagher, the likes of Nicholas Jackson, Thiago Silva, Enzo Fernandez, Andre Santos, Ben Chilwell, Malo Gusto. These players can do well in the back four. They can. Even Ian Matson can do well in the back four when he plays as a winger. There are certain players that can do well in the back four, not in the back three. Malu Gusto didn't have a great game, but he's not a right wing back, he's a right back. Ben Chilwell, we saw him playing as a left wing back or potentially a left winger. To me, that's not his best position. He's better as a left back. Thiago Levi Cole wasn't that great against West Ham. But he does. But listen, he is not a left centre back. He can play well. He can do that in the back four, not in the back three. Because whenever you ever see Leroy Colwell play in the back three for Brighton and for England under 21s, we haven't seen that. The same for Thiago Silva. We haven't seen that. So this back four needs to happen. If I ever see a back three against Luton, then I know we're winning, and I know that Pochettino wants to get sacked either by Christmas or next year. So to me, I think Pochettino is a good manager, but for me, he needs to get things right. He really does. So I want to see a back four against Luton Town, a 4-2-3-1, and let's not. And I don't think for me that Moise Caicedo should be starting, because when he came off the bench, he looked terrible. Gave the ball away, conceded a penalty, and he wasn't even match fit. So if Moise Caicedo is available and he's at 100% fit, then start him. But if he's not, then don't. Then don't do that. And for me, I want to see Santos to be starting this game tomorrow, because there's certain players who are injured, and I'm going to tell you the two that are injured. Of course, last week I seen Carney after scoring that goal got a really bad injury, and I thought to myself, oh boy, this Carney could be out for months, potentially like 3 or 4 months, just like Christopher and Nkunku. But the good news is that he's going to only be out for 6 weeks. So it's not that bad as I expected. I would have thought it's going to be much worse than that, but it's not that bad. So 6 weeks is about 1 month and 2 weeks if you combine them together. So yeah, but he's most likely going to hopefully he will be available for the Arsenal game, because that game is on the 21st of October. So, but I doubt that. I really do. So he's most likely to mix the big games like of Arsenal, but potentially Manchester City, Brighton. But yeah, but listen, Chelsea are injury point FC. It's as simple as that. We've seen Wesley finally get injured, out for the rest of the season. And Nkunku in that Fulham game, out for 4 months. Reece James could be out for weeks, which is not that bad. Carney against West Ham. And I keep on telling you, it's just making me sick. It's disgusting. Like every single game, we get injuries after injuries after injuries. And guess what? We've seen another one. Mudryk got injured during the training earlier today, or sorry, yesterday. Like, I'm not surprised, bro. Chelsea are in an absolute mess. Close to £1 billion spent, cannot get to win, got so many injuries, and it's just not good enough. And I saw a stat here that Chelsea have got 4 wins, 4 fucking wins here in 2023. And that was under Graham Potter. We got wins against, and those wins were against Leeds United at home, Leicester away, Bournemouth away, and also Crystal Palace at home. So 2 home wins and 2 away wins in 2023. That was under Graham Potter. Sorry, 3 of them was under Graham Potter. 1 was under Lampard. Like, for a big club like Chelsea, that is absolutely disgusting and horrible to see that stat. Getting 4 wins in 2023. Like, come on, man. We are Chelsea Football Club, not Chelsea Banter Club. We should be at least getting, like, if we can get like possibly 90 or 20 wins in 2023, then I don't mind that. I don't. Or if we can get at least half of that, then I also don't mind. But to see 4 wins in 2023 is simply not good enough in the Premier League. It's just aren't. That's why it's in an absolute mess. So can Chelsea get that win against Luton to make it 5? We should wait and see. But 4 is just disgusting, man. It really isn't. And I also read the stat here that Chelsea have got more players than wins. I think we signed like 30 players, and which is more than Premier League wins under Todd Boehly. And also we saw a stat here that Enzo Fernandez have managed to get 3 wins ever since we signed him in 8 months, which is not good enough, man, because Enzo Fernandez is a really good player. But like I said, for him to get 3 wins is just absolutely disgusting. Like, I feel sorry for him. I just feel sorry for the new signings, because why would you come to Chelsea after we had a really bad season, last year? Like, why would you come to Chelsea? You could have gone to Manchester City, perhaps Manchester United, or even Arsenal. If any of those teams would have definitely improved those players. But coming to Chelsea is good, but I don't think that was the right decision for them. So I really do feel sorry for Mudryk, for Carney, for all of these players that we signed since somebody came in. It's just not good enough, man. I feel sorry for them. If I was like, if we want, like, if any of those players want to choose either Arsenal or Chelsea, go to Arsenal. If they want to choose either Chelsea or City, go to City. It's as simple as that because them two teams are simply one of the best teams in England, as per last season. Well, either go to Man City or Arsenal because they will get you something. They'll at least get you some game time, and you will not get injuries. But always, if you go to Chelsea, it's completely different. Completely different. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And I'm not surprised. In Chelsea are injury prone FC, we have to realize that. We are, because we're getting injuries after injuries after injuries. And it just makes me sick to see that happening. It really does. So, but listen, Carney is going to be out for 6 weeks. Mudryk has been having an injury, so I'm not sure how long he's going to be out for, but yeah, man, it's just disgusting. It really, really is. So there we go. In terms of the Luton game, yeah, like I said, their last game was supposed to be better at Burnley, but listen, their stadium is going to be completed in 2026, which is 3 years' time. So I think Luton Town is going to be in serious trouble in terms of instead of staying in the Premier League. But listen, we have to destroy Luton Town the way Brighton did at home. We have to do that because if we don't, then we're in trouble. Then we're going to be in trouble, and we're going to get laughed at by every single rival fan. So Chelsea fans, we need to be confident. We're not so confident, but we need to be confident against the Luton Town players out there. Make sure you have a better performance as you did against West Ham and Pochettino, especially. I'm talking to you. Play a back four against Luton Town because you did that in pre-season, and you can see that it clearly worked. In the back three against Liverpool, I do get that. I really do. But the game against West Ham, it didn't make any sense. Play a back four. Be consistent. Because if we want to have world-class players, we need to make sure that they do this consistently. And if you want to be a good manager, you need to play this 4-2-3-1 every single game. It's as simple as that. Because if Chelsea want to at least win a trophy and have a better season, we need to make sure we play a back three. It's as simple as that. If we go to a so we need to play a back four, sorry. If we play a back three, then we're not going to win every game. And we're not going to probably score lots of goals the way we did in pre-season. So stick to a back four and let's see what happens. So there we go. So yeah, that is it, guys. That is all the updates about the injuries. Of course, that's not the only ones. Let me give you the rest of the injuries as I'm recording this right now on the 24th of August. So of course, I'm not sure what happened to Emmanuel Borja, but he's gone injured. I'm not sure why, because I would expect him to at least be on the score for the game against Luton, but he's injured. Of course, Badiashile will be out for at least about probably next month. Of course, Carney is out, which I know. Christopher Nkunku is already out. I'm not sure what happened to Marcus Belletti, why he got injured, but he's out. Of course, Marcelo Mudryk goes out because of training. Wilshere was out because of the game against Liverpool, of course. Chad Barcho is still out, and Wes Fofana is going to be out for the rest of the season. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 injuries, 9 injuries against Luton, which is half of the squad that we've got. Honestly, man, it's just embarrassing. It really is. As critical club as Chelsea, to see 9 injuries and to get 4 wins in 2023 is just unbelievable, man. It needs to be sorted out. It really, really is. So there we go. So those are the 9 injuries. Those are the updates about the Chelsea Luton game and how this game I want to be planned out. Now it's time for me to give you guys my predicted lineup for tomorrow's game against Luton Town. So, as you can see on the screen, I've basically gone for 4-2-3-1, which I hope Pochettino will do, but I doubt that. But my predicted lineup is a 4-2-3-1, and my formation is like this. So, in goal, we've got Robert Sanchez. Yes, he did look a bit, he wasn't that great against West Ham, but for me, it's because this back three why we've lost that game. So if we play back four, I believe Robert Sanchez will have a much better game and hopefully he can keep a clean sheet because in the last 2 games he has been conceding. So we need to make sure he keeps a clean sheet against Luton Town. So I think, and plus Kepa is on loan to Real Madrid. So there we go. And plus we signed a new goalkeeper, which I've forgotten his name. He's an England international. I'm not sure how he's going to be coping at Chelsea, but we shall wait and see. But Robert Sanchez for me starts in goal. My back four is like this: Ben Shaw is left back, of course, because like I said, him playing as a left winger against West Ham didn't make any sense, and he wasn't that great. So for me, I think Ben Shaw should be starting as left back. I think the two centre backs for me have got to be Cowell and Thiago Silva. Yes, I know they looked a bit shaky. There wasn't that great against West Ham, but listen, when these two play each other as a two centre backs, for me, they will do far better in the back three. So that's why I want this back four to happen against Luton. So yeah, and plus, when Levi Cole played against Dortmund, he had bare chances, and he did well in that game. So to me, I want to see a back four: Levi Cole and Thiago Silva as the two centre backs, and let's see if they could do what they did in pre-season. So there we go. Malo Gusto's right back because, like I said, when he played as a right wing back against West Ham, he wasn't that great. Whereas in pre-season, he was really good, and I know he will be a really good backup for Reece James. So I think Malo Gusto should be starting as right back, not a right wing back. Pochettino, if you're watching this right now, so Malo Gusto starting as right back. Now, to me, since Carney is out, for me, I have to put in Andre Sanchez alongside Enzo Fernandez because, to me, I don't think Colin Gallagher had a really good game. He was at fault for the first goal, giving the ball away. So, to me, I'll start Andre Santos alongside Enzo Fernandez because, to me, I don't get why Santos wasn't in that squad in the game against West Ham. I really don't get it. So to me, Andre Santos starts alongside Enzo Fernandez. Of course, Enzo Fernandez did miss a penalty, but like I said, I think that should have been retaken because before he took that shot, one of the West Ham players was inside the penalty area. In the second half, he wasn't that great, but in the first half, I thought he looked really good. So I think for me, I think if Andre Santos was starting, I think he will help Enzo Fernandez to win the ball back, make some passes and all that stuff. So that's why I think Andre Sancho should be starting alongside Enzo Fernandez in the two pivot. Now, my front three, of course, Carney is out and Mudryk is out for this game. So my front three has got to be this: Ian Maatsen as a left winger. Like to me, there's no other option because, like I said, because if Mudryk got injured, if Mudryk didn't get injured, then I'll be starting him. If Carney didn't get injured, then I'll be starting him. But listen, don't Timber out. So there we go. So Ian Maatsen as a left winger, and I think the game against either Brighton or was it Wrexham that he got 2 assists. And I tell you that, and like I said, Ian Maatsen can play anywhere. He can play as left back, left wing, and a right wing. So to me, I want to see Ian Maatsen in that squad for tomorrow's game and be starting as left winger. It's as simple as that. Now, to me, I know you guys are saying, why would you put that in? Like I said, we haven't got many options. Like I said, Carney is injured and Christopher Nkunku is injured, so unfortunately, I have to stick Conor Gallagher as the number 10 because I think the game against Wolves, when he played that position, he looked really, really good. He looked really good. So yeah, of course, I'm hearing that Kunders to Chelsea is back on. So if we can sign him, then that would be great. But as I'm recording this right now, I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen for 1 week. If we're going to sign Kunders for the next 1 week or so, we shall wait and see. But unfortunately, I have to stick Conor Gallagher as the number 10 on the right hand side. Now I've gone for Sterling because to me, I thought he was the only player out there that can always end up high because that performance is what I want to see him do consistently if he wants to be a world-class player for Chelsea Football Club. So Sterling, you did well against West Ham. Now put that same performance against Luton because you cannot put the same good performance against West Ham and get back to that performance as you did in pre-season. So Sterling, whatever you do, play that performance against Luton Town. Otherwise, I have to put in mudryk there. So Sterling for me, as a right winger. They're not top Nicholas Jackson because, like I said, Emmanuel Bodger is out. And before I do my predictions, I'd like to say that Chelsea, the breaking news is that Pochettino is talking to Lukaku, and looks like Lukaku could be returning to Chelsea. Now, for me, I don't want that to happen because remember what happened in January 2022 when he talked about when he just disrespected Chelsea and all that stuff. So to me, I don't want it to happen, but it looks like it could happen. So let's see if Pochettino can get the best out of Lukaku. Let's see. But to me, I'll put in Nicholas Jackson because he can do a far better forward than Lukaku. Yes, he hasn't been scoring goals, but like I said, the reason why that is because we played the back three. You know, when we played the back four in pre-season, Nicholas Jackson was really good, scoring goals, getting assists. So that's why I want Pochettino to stick this back four. If we play a back three that I don't see us winning, I can see us either get a draw against or lose against Luton, and I don't see Nicholas Jackson scoring. So Pochettino, whatever you do, if you want to do this right now, play a back four against Luton Town. It's as simple as that. So that is it, guys. So that is my predicted lineup. Nice time for me to give you guys my prediction for tomorrow's game. So yeah, of course, tomorrow I'm going to be giving you guys my predictions for game week 3. But before that, to me, I'm feeling a bit nervous, but I'm confident at the same time. Now, of course, as I'm recording this right now, I'm gonna go for a Chelsea win, and I'm not going for Chelsea 3, Luton Town nil. Of course, because and the reason why I said that is because it has to be a must-win game. Like if I go for a Chelsea lose and draw, many people think you must be crazy because you spent that £1 billion and you're not going for a Chelsea win. You get what I mean? But listen, I'm not so confident in this game tomorrow, but I'm gonna be a bit colder. I'm gonna go for Chelsea win a 3-0. If I ever see a back four against Luton Town, I'm going to change my prediction. But if I see a back four, then maybe I'm going to stick to my prediction. So make sure you guys check that. So make sure you check out my live fortune. I'm going to be telling you guys my reaction to this lineup, and do I think it's a good thing or bad thing that Pochettino went for that formation. So make sure you guys check that out. But yeah, my prediction for tomorrow's game is going to be Chelsea 3, Luton Town nil. If we can score more than that would be great. But I'm going to go for 3-0. So to me, I don't see Luton Town scoring. If they do, then I still think we'll win. But if I see Luton Town scoring another one, then I'm going to be feel nervous. But listen, let's hope we keep a clean sheet against Luton Town. And yeah, it is what it is, and it has to be a must-win game. So I'm going to go for Chelsea 3, Luton Town nil. So that is it, guys. That is the end of this video for Chelsea vs Luton Town match preview. Don't forget, tomorrow I'll be doing my predictions for game week 3 for not only Chelsea but the rest of the teams that are in the Premier League this season. Don't forget that also tomorrow evening I'll be live for the Luton against Chelsea vs Luton Town. And yeah, unfortunately on Sunday I won't be able to cover the Newcastle Liverpool game because that's a big game. But the reason why I won't be doing that live because I'll be going somewhere like 2 hours from here to Coventry to pick someone up, so I won't be able to do that. But I will watch the game, and then either on Monday or Tuesday I'll be telling you how that game went and what's my overall prediction. So yeah, on Sunday I won't be able to do anything on my live channel, so that's unfortunate. So there we go. But yeah, that's all for my plan, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you're new, hit the subscribe button below, hit the bell notification so that I never miss any of my YouTube content. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and make sure you hit the share button if you and comment below whether you agree or disagree with everything I said. What's your prediction for tomorrow's game, and what's your predicted lineup for also for tomorrow? Do you think Pochettino should go to a back 3 or to a back 4? Let me know in the comments down below. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Look after yourselves, and as always, take care of yourselves. Goodbye, God bless you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out of here. Peace.